Hello everyone, in this video I will be creating a game using all the tools and blocks that you took the past couple of weeks. This video will help you to guide you while you create your actual game for Criterion C. Now let's say that the country I will be creating my game about is Egypt. Okay, so I will start by deleting my cat sprite. I don't need it. And a very important step that we need you to do is to create a cover page for your game or your video. A cover page, it's an introduction, a backdrop with maybe a creative title for your game, and it can be easily done by either using a backdrop that you use. Let's say Egypt, we go to images. You can pick any image that you like, or maybe you can say Egypt cartoon to make it a little bit more cartoonish. Maybe we can take this one, okay, and we can insert it to our Scratch by going to backdrops and upload backdrop and to add text on it, or we can create our own just colorful plain backdrop by simply going to paint. We convert it to bitmap. We choose the color that we want, the fill. Maybe I want something a little bit light like this. Okay, when do we fill it? We have this color. We go to text. Let's say I have a simple title, but we of course encourage you to use something creative. I need to change the color of my text, and I will just say welcome to Egypt. Okay, of course, if I selected my text, I can change the font. So let's say I will use this one, and I can enlarge it like this, and you can be as creative as you want. This is only to show you that you need to create a cover page for your game. So let's say that this is my cover page, welcome to Egypt. Okay, now I need to choose my sprite. For instance, I will go with Abby as a start. Okay, so in this case, I need to say when flag clicked, I don't need Abby. Okay, I need to switch backdrops to this one, my cover page, which is called backdrop 2. Okay, and I need Abby to hide. I don't need Abby in this cover page. Okay, now I will add another backdrop. Let's say I will start with this bedroom as my first official backdrop after the cover page. Okay, and then I will say I want my cover page, which is backdrop 2, welcome to Egypt, to just stay for 2 seconds. And then I wanted to switch to my other backdrop, which is bedroom 2, and then Abby can show. Okay, so if we play this real quick, this is what will happen. We don't have Abby here. 2 seconds, and then Abby will appear and the backdrop will change. Okay, let's add another sprite. For instance, we can go with Avery. Let's bring her down here. And many of you asked us how we can flip the sprite so they can face each other while having a conversation. We can click on the sprite that we want, go to costumes, and just click on it and flip, just click on the whole thing and go to flip horizontal. Now Avery has flipped, and we go to code, and that's it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's say Abby will say, hey Avery, can you help me? Or let's go on a tour. Go on a wonderful tour. Okay, Now, I want Abby to respond, Avery to respond to Abby's message. So as you have been taught, we can use from events, broadcast message 1. So I will broadcast message 1, which is, hey Avery. Okay, and a very important step that, of course, we don't want Avery to appear in our cover page. So I will repeat the same steps by saying that when flag clicked, hide. And I can go again to events and choose when backdrop switches to bedroom show. Okay, and then I want when message 1 is broadcasted, which is, hey Avery, let's go on a wonderful tour. I want Avery to say, okay, let's go. So I will also go to events and I will choose when I receive message 1. I just want to wait 2 seconds till Abby finishes her sentence, which is the, hey Avery, let's go on a wonderful tour. So I want to wait 2 seconds here. And then I want to go to looks and say, sounds great. Okay, so far so good. Now let's add another backdrop. Let's say that the next backdrop that we would want is we want it to be uploaded from the internet. So we can just Google anything we want. Let's say we want to use this picture or maybe this one, and make sure that it's it doesn't have any watermarks. Save image as, and I will use Egypt. Okay. I will go back to Scratch. I will upload it by going to the location where it was saved. Here it is. Okay, very good. Here is my backdrop, but make sure, miss, to just delete anything you don't want by selecting it and just deleting it. Okay, so this is it. This is our next or third actually backdrop. So I can go back to Abby, okay, and Avery, and when she says sounds great, I want to switch backdrop to my other third backdrop, which is this one that I have uploaded from the internet. So let's see how far we have done. Welcome to Egypt. Hey Avery, let's go on a wonderful tour. Sounds great. And then they will switch to the other backdrop. Okay, so let's say that now Abby wants to ask a question. So I want to go to events. I want to drag when backdrop switches to use Egypt. Okay, I will say you need to answer a question first before we start. Okay, and as we taught you, we can go to sensing, ask, control, if, then, else. And inside of here, we will go to operators, use the equal. Inside the sensing, I will add answer. So let's say the question is, what is the capital of Egypt? Okay, and let's say if the answer is Cairo, okay, say whoa, you're really good. And else, if she said anything else, Abby will say, are you sure? I don't think so. let's be creative with our answers here and to change them whenever we add new questions. So we'll just add a little bit of spice to our game. Now let's see if we can add score, which is a very important part in our game. If you are creating a game and not a video, it will be very simple. We go to variables. We make a variable. Make sure that you make a variable, not make a list. We make a variable. We call it score. Sorry, score. Okay. Now we have score. It appeared here in our screen. And of course, when we start our game, when flag clicked, we need our score to be set to 0. So set my variable, which is score to 0. And now whenever she answers any question correctly, I need to change my score by 1. And of course, when she answers correctly as well, I can add sound like clapping maybe. Okay, I can go to sounds. I can look for a sound or I can record one. So let's say clapping. I will go to code. Now I have clapping here. So you can add anything you want if the answer is correct or the answer is wrong. Okay, so this is just an example or a guideline of how you can create the game. So you have seen how we can broadcast messages, and as you have been told, you can create as many messages as you want. So let's say that now I want to broadcast another message. I can just simply go to events, go to broadcast, and I can create a new message. And this is a very important step, that you cannot keep on repeating message 1 over and over again, because then the other sprite will keep on repeating the same answer over and over again. So make sure that whenever you are broadcasting a message, to keep on renaming them. Okay, so the third or the fourth or fifth thing that we are going to do in this quick guideline is to use when this sprite is clicked. Let's say that I want to insert a sprite, a small sprite. Let's go to food, for instance, or to fashion. Okay, and let's say that I want to click on this wizard hat. Okay, that I want it only to appear in this backdrop. So again, when flag clicked, I want it to hide. I don't want to see it. I will go to hide. And then I will go to events. And when backdrop switches to use Egypt, I want it to show. Okay. But, however, I only want when the player clicks on it to say something or to give me a specific information. So I will go to events, and when this sprite clicked, say I have a magical question for you, let's say, or a magical information, whatever that you want to say. So if we press here, play, just to recap on everything. So far, so good. Okay, I will answer correctly. Sorry. I will answer correctly. Okay, as you can see, the score was added by 1. Okay, now I have a magical question. It did not appear because I haven't clicked on it yet. So I will click now, and as you can see, this sentence appeared. So this step can be used if you're, let's say, creating a video and you want to add different images of the country that you chose that will give you interesting information, let's say. I hope this video was helpful enough for you. As you can see, there is how to use when the sprite clicked. There is switching backdrops, score, broadcast, asking, uploading backdrops, creating cover page. So hopefully this will be a helpful guideline for you. Thank you very much and good luck while you are creating your game or video for Criterion C.